Hey, welcome back to Out of the Vault, the series where I show you a new project with some old stuff. This week we're using this Hip Stamp Hooray set. These used to be sold at Hobby Lobby. I don't think they're carrying this line anymore though. They're actually made by American Crafts. They're pretty nice stamps. I love this set and I've used it a lot on this channel, and I don't know, it never gets much love, but I love it. So we're going to stamp using distress inks. We're going to do some red flowers and some pink, and then I've got 2 greens for the leaves. Let's just get going. Put a little mint tape inside this card to hold it flat. And I'm going to stamp right on the card. You know how much that scares me. But that's why I've got paper under it, so I can stamp off and not dye my work surface, because red inks tend to stain. So these are 3-layer stamp. You've got your solid, a detail, and then an outline layer. You don't have to use all 3 layers if you don't fancy that, but I usually do. So for the pink, the solid layer is going to be Kish Flamingo. I'm using regular distress inks. And we're just going to do the background. I'm going to use Candied Apple for the base layer of the red. Now I'm going to go in with the detail and use Festive Berries and Picked Raspberry. Picked Raspberry is one of my all-time favorite distress ink colors. Ooh, look at that. And then for the center, I'm going to use a little fossilized amber. So you just have this little flower center. Just kind of fills that in. And sometimes I get it on there right, and sometimes I don't. I don't really worry about it a lot. I'm not going to do any leaves on the background. We're going to leave it just like this, except we do need to do our outline. And for the outline, what I do is make that. I'm going to use Archival watering can. This is a nice gray. So it's not as stark as using a black. All right, so our background is complete. Now the focal point image is going to be the pink, because pink's my favorite. So we'll do Kish Flamingo for the base, Picked Raspberry for the detail, and then for the detail, and then for the outline, I'm going to use a black ink so it stands out more than the flowers that are on the base of the card. Do a little yellow in the center. And for the outline, we're going to use, you guessed it, Jet Black Archival. As y'all know by now, that's how I roll. And then we'll get this stamped down. Set that aside. Alrighty, now it's time to stamp some leaves. For the base, I'm going to use Mowed Lawn, which I think it might be my favorite distress green. I mean, I do like a little Twisted Citron, but I really love Mowed Lawn. And then for the detail, we're going to use Rustic, because it's a nice dark green. Look at that, isn't that pretty? So pretty. And then for the outline, Jet Black Archival. Yes. For the sentiment, I'm going to ink up a scrap of paper with Kish Flamingo. Brush is relatively clean. We'll add a little picked raspberry in there, just for fun. Then I'm going to stamp the hello in black, and then we'll trim this out. It's a nice little pink sentiment. Alrighty, so all of our parts are stamped. I'm going to fussy cut this flower and these leaves, and I'll be right back. Here's our flower. Here's our leaves. Everybody's cut out. Now I think instead of portrait, I'm going to put this card in landscape. I think that's what I'm going to do. And let's pop it up. Got some fun foam here. Flip it over. A little bit of bear glue. I think I'm going to put it about this way. So it's kind of overlapping both the pink and the red. And then we're going to add some leaves. How about there? I'll put a little foam behind this one. Now for our hello, let's get the trimmer out. Trim this down into a nice little sentiment. Then I'm going to mat it on black. And I really need to clean this trimmer. It's kind of gross. Sorry you had to see that. Got a scrap of black here that I was using a white gel pen in the silhouette and it was dragging. I had it pushed down too far. Sometimes that happens. And we'll trim this out. Just give it a nice little black border. Nice bold sentiment for this bold card. And let's put this on foam as well. We're just going to pop all kinds of stuff up on this card today. Thought I wanted it there, but I think I'm going to put it down on this lower corner. Give it a second to grab. I've got a couple more leaves. Let's add one back here. Do I want a third one? I think I'll put this one on the inside. No naked insides. I think I want to add a few sequins, just a little more color and a little bit of shine. You know how I love me a sequin. So how about one here, one here. So let's do this blue. Add a little extra color. Gold on over here. And then about 1, 2, 3 there. Big green one. And another gold one. Yes, another gold one will work nicely. And then one here. And then how about 1, 2, 3. I'll do a few over on the sentiments. Definitely need a gold one. And then, oh, will that show up? I don't know if it'll really show up on there. Just do a black one. And then we'll just add the leaf inside for no naked insides. And we will be done. Voila. Alrighty friends, here's our completed card for Out of the Vault. We use this adorable Hip Stamp Hooray stamp set that I purchased at Hobby Lobby a few years ago. Hip Stamp Hooray is made by American Crafts, and they were very inexpensive, but they stamped well right out of the package. I have no complaints. So we did our base card with the background of the flowers. We used 2 reds and 2 pinks, and then for the outline, instead of black, I used gray, so it's a little softer than the main focal image card. Focal image card, same 2 pinks with a black outline, 2 greens for the leaves with a black outline, and then just the little hello sentiment out of the stamp set. I didn't have any paper that I liked, so I inked it with the 2 pinks that I used for the flowers, which were Kish Flamingo and Picked Raspberry. So I inked the paper and then just stamped on it. And then for no naked insides, we have a leaf. Now this is a portrait style card, which I don't do very often, and it's a side fold because I used the top folding card. I didn't really plan very well, but I think it turned out really pretty, and I'm excited to send this off to somebody. Y'all have a lovely day. Remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye-bye.